Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Star Ocean, the second story R. Last episode, we came here to Liqueur City, where Claude entered the battle arena, where he ended up having to fight against foes until he met up with Diaz, who Rena's story centered around, where we had to get him a new weapon and a new sponsor in order to enter this contest. After receiving his sword from some people who had stolen it, him and Claude were able to battle in the finals where Diaz came out on top. We do get a second place prize we do need to go claim, and then it's off to Linga to have a book deciphered. But before that, if you guys do like this video and the series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and I'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So, very first thing we want to do, I want to emphasize, do not leave town. Do not go into private action mode. Go exactly where I'm going right now. Your second place prize is mandatory, so you do need to come claim this no matter what. So go ahead and talk to the sponsor. Hey, it's today's main attraction. Where have you been? I wasn't nearly as important as you made me out to be. Oh, who are you kidding? Check out all the prizes and money you won. We get all that gear that we actually had got from him, as well as 6,500 full. And we can equip it, might as well, no reason not to. And with that done, we'll go ahead and head on over to Gamgee. This is extremely important. Do not leave town without talking to Gamgee first. If you do, you will be locked out of one of the best weapons in the entire game. Head on in here.
Gamgee.
Hey, it's you, Rena!
Who are these people, Rena?
This man forged the sword Diaz used in the tournament.
Diaz's sword?
You there! You fought in the tournament, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Actually, Claude was the one with Diaz in the final match.
Of course, of course! I watched the whole thing. That was a very close fight. It could have gone either way in the end.
Oh, I wasn't anywhere near that.
Diaz had nothing but good things to say about your sword fighting, you know. Said he's looking forward to seeing you mature.
He said that?
In fact, he told me to give you something if I happen to run into you afterwards.
You're giving this to me?
That's another one of the swords I've made. He said it'd be a good fit for your size.
Diaz said that?
That guy's pretty shy, isn't he? It'd be a lot easier if he just told you all of this himself.
So, does this mean he sees me as some kind of rival then?
And so we get the Deadly Edge. So, the Deadly Edge is a pretty good sword. Unfortunately, it's not great right now. However, it is used in a bunch of crafting recipes in order to get one of the best weapons in the game. With that done, there are a few other things you can do. First off, you can steal a couple things from Gamgee. I actually would like to try that real quick. We saw it right at the end of last episode. Let's go ahead and come over here, come to a save point, and let's just get a backup save going as a just in case here, per usual. I think you will get weapon shops opening up here in town here soon. It might have already opened up now that... No, I guess not. I think you get some in town. You might not be able to get anything till you go to Linga. Linga would have better stuff anyways, so you might be better off just waiting. Let's go ahead and run up north here. Head back into Gamgee's shop. And if you try to pickpocket him, you will see if you can get the Maiden's Aria and the Veil Piercer. Both of these are really strong, so I do want to see if I can land both of them. Unfortunately, if you do 2 pickpockets and don't get it, it's best just to reset your save, since we are going to be going for both of them. All right, we got the Maiden's Aria Plus. I do want to point out that I did spend some of my SP here in order to upgrade up to a level 5 pickpocketing by upgrading Poker Face and Courage. When we get that, though, we do want to go ahead and equip it. You can see it's not an insane increase for Ashton, but it does give him 52 attack, 22 hit, 20 evasion, and 14 or 12 crit. So go ahead and throw that on. It also comes with a unique stat there, the Factor Hurricane Strike. The first attack when Godspeed activates deals 150% damage. I'm not sure what Godspeed is. I think that's improved combat skill. Yeah, right here, which means probably want to start upgrading that just so you get that to trigger. It's probably one of the best weapons you can get for him for a while. With that, we do want to go make a second save. That was on the first pickpocket attempt, meaning I do still have 2 attempts every time in order to try to get the weapon for Claude. Now, you could go to a store and buy the thing needed to refresh the pickpockets, but you just don't want to waste all of that negative relationship points just because you want this sword. At the end of the day, we do still have the Miracle Sword or the Marvel Sword, meaning we will still have a good sword even if we don't get it. Pickpocket failed. And pickup pocket failed. Very unfortunate. You saw that friendship changed. That was my decrease, or my friendship going down. It actually, you can't really tell because it doesn't decrease by a lot. In fact, if you go do a single private action with that character, I think it actually fills up more than you lose. And there we go, the Veil Piercer Plus. Honestly, took a lot longer than it probably should have. And that gives Claude an additional plus 230. I would say it's worth picking up if you don't want to break the game with something like your Sword of Marvels, which will still give you an additional 620, where attacks are guaranteed to hit. The Veil Piercer is a nice option. It also adds a chance to inflict silence when attacking, so pretty solid. And with that done, that is pretty much everything here in the city of Liqueur. We will come back here later this episode for one or a couple private actions, but for now, we're going to go ahead and go complete something else. We have a couple missions we can pick up. I believe it is get 5 Special Archer Symbology skills to maximum level. Go ahead and grab that for 10,000 full, as well as 5 BP. And we'll go ahead and travel back to the city of Salva. Oh, we can't leave just yet. Let's go ahead and try to exit the city, then we'll be able to leave. This actually might open up my path action as well. My private action.
Let's make sure everything's squared away. First off, we're heading for Linga, right?
Yep. We need to find someone who can read the ancient text for us.
With some luck, it should give us some sort of clue behind the origin of the sorcery globe.
Yeah, that too. The town's located more or less south of Liqueur, if I recall correctly.
Sounds good. Let's go.
In terms of main story progression, this is as far as I've been. I actually did not go any further previously. I believe I walked outside the city, went back in, saved the game, and ended things off. I never came back. So first, we're going to go ahead and travel over here to Salva. We're going to have a little bit of a side mission we can do here. You can tell by the exclamation point. And we're going to go ahead and, I believe, talk to this person right here. Yes. I'm afraid I'm a bit lost. How do I get to Harley from here? You want to say go north. Well, thank you, everyone. And he leaves. It's very simple. Then we're going to go ahead and fast travel over to Mars. We're essentially just going to follow this guy everywhere he goes until we finish up the quest. Here he is once again. Oh, hello. I lost my way again. I really need to get to Harley as soon as possible. It's further east of here. It's further east of here. Oh, that's Rena. Oh, I wish I'd known that. Thanks for your help. And then we'll go ahead and fast travel to Hilton because he already got on Harley and traveled over to Hilton. So we'll go ahead and just head over here. And he should just be right outside the inn over here. Oh, it's you again. I just can't seem to get to Harley at all. How did you get here in the first place? I came by boat, of course. Well, to get to Harley, you just need to travel by boat again. Oh, of course! How stupid of me! And finally, we can go wrap this up by heading to the city of Harley. And I believe he'll be inside the inn here, so we'll go ahead and travel over there. And he's right over here. I finally made it to Harley, all thanks to you. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. We get the Scumbag Slayer. That is a special weapon for Claude. What it does is it instantly kills all enemies with scum in their name. We haven't found any scum enemies yet. You can see it only does 1 damage otherwise, but this will come in handy a little bit later. With that completed, we can now head off to our next destination, which will be the city of Arlia. Let's go ahead and head on over there. I'm actually not sure what this one's going to be, but we'll head over there anyways. As far as I know, there's not a character we can get right now. I'm actually, just to be safe, going to throw a save down. Hello? Hi, lady. Kettle, what are you doing here? I came here with my mom. Are you going to live here now? I don't know. Mom said she was looking for a place where she could live in peace. Oh. We must put a stop to whatever that's causing all this before it happens again. Right, especially if it means giving kids like Kettle a chance to grow up in a bit better world. That's sad. You just get to see that he now lives here since, can't go back to his home because it's in the ocean. Now, at this point, I do want to mention, if you did not recruit Ashton, this is the time where you can recruit the character Opera. To do so, you would want to go, I believe, over to Hilton. Either Hilton or Harley, there will be a limited time event there. Essentially, you will talk to a character named Opera, and she will take you to the Mountain Palace dungeon, where inside here, you actually go to that eastern side. So where Ashton took you to the northern side, she takes you to the eastern side. You complete her quest, and later in the game, you'll be able to recruit the second character, Ernest. Unfortunately, if you've recruited Ashton, there is nothing you can do. In fact, you can't even view her request, so there's not much you can do about it. However, there is a character you can go get instead of her. We'll go ahead and head on over to the city of Liqueur. Now, this is available for both routes. This is not an exclusive character. It will not lock you out of anything else. However, you can only get this character once you have 4 other characters. Go ahead and swap over to private action mode, and we're going to go ahead and head directly north up to this limited time private action. I actually don't know. It's not. It lasts for a long time. You don't have to do this immediately.
Look out below! What? Ah! Ow! Ugh, you're heavy. What is your problem? Can't you watch where you're going? I'm sorry. I was gonna make a perfect, graceful landing, too, until you screwed it all up. But why were you falling from the sky in the first place? What better way to have a first encounter? How romantic, huh?
beautiful young girl falls from the sky. A dashing young man picks her up in his arms. And here I've wound up crashing into a girl instead. Oh, my best laid plans.
I'm sorry, but I can certainly empathize with you. I love dreaming about fateful encounters like that. I used to dream about meeting the hero of light. They say he's a brave man who came from another world.
Oh, you do know! You know exactly what I mean. A fateful encounter. Oh, it sounds so beautiful, doesn't it?
It sure does. Of course, the hero of light that showed up wasn't exactly like the one I imagined.
What? You actually ran into this hero of light guy?
Yes, I did. I was under attack by monsters, and he happened to be there and dispatched them with his sword of light. But he wasn't really the hero of light. I just thought he was, that's all.
Wait a minute. You don't have feelings for him, do you?
No, I mean, it's not like I feel that way for Claude or anything.
Oh, so his name's Claude.
Hey, wait! I told you it's nothing like that.
So, what's your name?
Rena Lanford.
I'm Welch Vineyard. Okay, it's settled then. I'm coming with you.
Huh?
You seem like you'd be kind of fun to tail for a bit. Besides, this is my first time here, so I'm all lonely and vulnerable and stuff. It sounds like that Claude guy's a lot of trouble for you. He doesn't understand a girl's feelings at all. Somebody needs to teach him, and I think I'll go give him a lesson he'll never forget.
Well, yeah, he's dense, and maybe he's a little childish, but we aren't what you think, okay?
Ooh, there you go again.
Besides, we're in the middle of a journey to get to the bottom of the sorcery globe.
Okay, so I'll just go with you then.
You can't come along with us. It's a seriously dangerous journey we're on right now. I can't get you involved.
I may not look it, but I'm a creator, you know. I can take care of myself in a fight.
Creator?
To put it another way, I'm a girl who can do pretty much anything.
But...
Besides, I told you I want to help you, Rena. I can even give you advice if you're having relationship problems, you know?
that's making me all the more anxious.
Well, what's your reply?
So, this is Welch. To quickly go over Welch, this is actually a character who has appeared in every single Star Ocean game. It might not necessarily be her, but it's a descendant, reincarnation. You guys have seen these characters before. I believe her name is Anna in the Fire Emblem games, has a very similar thing. Doctor Who, just the concept of it is very similar. Sid in every Final Fantasy game, also very similar. It's just a character who appears in all of them. She actually, a lot of times, can't be a party member. I have seen her in another of the Star Ocean games I played a little while back, and this is the first time I actually realized in doing research for this game that they're the same. So if you want to use her, go ahead and pick her up. She's widely considered one of the best party members. In fact, you can break her due to a unique ability she gets. So for all that, I'm going to go ahead and say, please enlighten me with your wisdom and get my 5th party member.
Miss Vineyard, please, I need all the advice I can get.
You got it. And please, just call me Welch.
Oh, sure.
Now then, show me this Claude you're talking about.
Hey! Wait a minute, Welch!
And so, if we go ahead and hop out of private action mode,
Listen, there's someone I'd like to introduce to all of you.
Welch Vineyard. Nice to meet you.
My name's Claude C. Kinney. Good to meet you.
Whoa! Look at you.
Whoa! Hey, Welch, wait a minute!
No, not the most exciting of men, is he? Oh well. I'm going to be traveling with the rest of you from now on, so if you need anything, just let me know. Now come on, let's whip this crew into shape.
I hope we can work with her.
I got a bad feeling about this.
hate to break it to you, Celine, you won't be working for anybody from now on. Welch has joined our party. We only have 3 slots remaining. And Welch added to the assault formation. With that done, we now have 5 party members, meaning that we can change our party formation. Welch starts at level 30. I've talked about Celine before. I'm sorry, Celine. You're benched. I will take control of probably just go back to Ashton because I like playing against Ashton. But Welch uses those weird hand stick weapons we've seen. We actually already have the fuzzy handy stick for her that we can throw on. Welch has a pretty okay attack. It's not anything too crazy. She does have really good int, but not as good as Rena. All around, just an okay character, at least right now. We have the best stuff equipped already. Let's go ahead and give her a couple items here while we can. Let's go. Honestly, you can make her a tank if you wanted to. Is there anything really worth grabbing right now? Maybe the Storm Ring. MP doesn't really matter. I don't want to grab her Sacrificial Doll. An attack up isn't bad. That would increase her attack by a ton. The Chain of Might there. Let me see. Let me look a little bit more. Like, this foot insignia might be... Actually, you know what? It's going to be way better for her. And then... let's go ahead and probably do the Lunar Talisman. Increasing HP. And then I'll go give you... the Sprite Bracelet should still apply even if it's on a back party member. We'll increase the MP of Rena there. We'll find out because if I don't get anything, we'll know it didn't work. But yeah, she has 407 attack. Now she doesn't have like crazy broken weapons. We can see if we went back to our... I actually don't even think we were using Twin Splice. I think we were using Twin Fury before this. She would be at roughly the same attack power. A better one would be looking at this. She would be at roughly the same attack power as Claude. And Claude, he doesn't have an attack increase. But he's a little bit stronger, so we'll go Veil Piercer. And let me see if I can find her specialty skill. She should have one. It might be in status, race, secret. No, not here. I will show off all these portraits. She actually wasn't in the original game. She was only in the remake game. I never showed off Celine's or Ashton's. But let me see. She should have a special ability. Let me find it. Okay, so it turns out it's just her ultimate ability. So we don't need to worry about anything yet. Let's go ahead and do... let's grab Slap and Flick. Upgrade those two. And that's probably fine for now. We do want to do our usual things with Welch. Let's grab Determination and max that out. And then unfortunately, there really isn't anything better to do. We do need to get her super specialty up. We need to get the enlightenment. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a level 0 right now. But we need to get our train. Well, I guess we can just unlock train real quick. That way, she can get that turned on as well right now. There's a level 1 in train there. And train there as well. Perfect. And then we'll go ahead and just start spamming effort. And now we can go into our specialty and turn on enlightenment. Great. It is applying to Welch now as well. And with that done, we can go ahead and just walk out of town real quick. And we'll notice that we have some private actions pop up because we have a new character. One in Liquor City, Arlia, Cross City, and I believe that's it. So let's go ahead and just start here in Liquor City. Here at the entrance. And we'll go ahead and swap over to PA mode. And we should have 2 here for Welch. This one actually is limited because you have to do it before completing the events in Linga.
What the heck is this piece of junk? Can this thing really cut? This shield couldn't even hold up against a light breeze either. If this is the sort of stuff you're selling, you're either blind as a bat or you're purposely trying to rip off your customers.
Look, lady, don't be silly here. This shop's produced a long line of armory contest champions, you know?
With this junk?
Look at this! A beautiful showpiece, a highly capable weapon, and at such a reasonable price.
Oh, is that supposed to be a decoration? I thought some dirt got on it or something.
Then how about this? It's a little bit more costly, but it's razor sharp and superbly balanced. Even a weak little girl like you could wield it with ease.
That sword's rusted around the hilt. It'll snap after 2 or 3 strikes.
Look, you're just here to heckle me and get in the way of my business, aren't you?
What a rude thing to say. I'm just hoping you'd stop selling this garbage if you still consider yourself to be an honest merchant.
So, this is a very big choice. If you choose to stop Welch, you'll actually get a boost in relationship points with her. But if you choose This Ought to Be Fun, you're going to get 50,000 full. I'm very torn, but I think I'm going to go for the relationship points.
Hang on a minute here, please.
Rena, you were here too?
Do you know this lady, ma'am? She's heckling me in my own store.
Yeah.
Convince this lady over here about how high the quality of my merchandise is.
Do you know how many weapon shops there are in this town? If this shop was that irresponsible, it would have shut its doors long ago. Don't you think, Welch?
Sounds like you're being harder on the guy than I was, Rena.
And there we go. Our friendship level has changed. We can go ahead and swap back to normal mode, but if you want to check, you can check your status, and you can decide for yourself if you think it was worth it. It does give us basically over a full heart with Welch, which is honestly not bad. So with that, let's go ahead and leave our private action mode. And we can go ahead and head on over to Arlia next. All of these are Welch's private actions, so if you didn't recruit Welch or decide not to, you won't have anything here like I do. Go ahead and swap over to PA mode. And right over here to the east side, we won't have any crazy options like we typically do. We'll just have to view an event. Why are you in someone's house? Tell us another story, Welch. I want to hear a story from you. Oh? Well, once there was a king who was in a bit of a bind. He ruled over a very cold land to the north, and lots of people froze to death every time winter rolled around. The king wanted to help his subjects, so he spent a great deal of time thinking about what to do. He knew what the lands to the south produced lots of food crops, more than enough to get his nation through the winters. Thus, the king decided to send an army to invade his neighbor to the south. But there was a twist. In the southern country, there lived a woman who was once childhood friends with the king. The king once thought he would marry her someday, but gave up the thought so he could devote himself to his kingdom. So war broke out between the two countries, with big losses for both sides. After the war was over, the king sent a letter to his childhood friend. But the devastating war that had taken place had created an enormous and near insurmountable barrier between the two. And so the girl never replied. The end. Being a king must be lonely. I feel bad for the girl. A king is the most powerful person in his nation, but he's also the loneliest. If you take things that aren't yours, I guess you'll wind up paying for it later. That's what he gets for starting a war like that. Indeed, it was pretty stupid of the king not to realize such a simple fact of life. And that wraps up that private action. Go ahead and swap back over. And let's go view our final one here in Cross City. None of these are ones that you can miss out on. These, the one of them was, but the other ones are not ones you can miss out on. This one in Cross City and the one back in Arlia. Go ahead and swap back over. And we're just going to head to the center of town for one between Ashton and Welch.
Ooh, Rena, just when I needed you.
Oh?
Ashton and his dragons just learned a new trick.
A trick?
Here, watch for yourself.
I don't know about this.
Are you trying to say our trick isn't worth watching?
I'd love to see it. Don't say I'll pass. That's gonna lose. You're gonna lose you're gonna lose relationship points with both of them.
No, that's not what I mean. I'll watch it, okay? So don't get mad.
Super. What are you sighing about, Ashton? Come on, Creepy and Weepy, get moving. And a 1 and a 2 and a...
My name is Ashton. Warrior of the Twin Dragons. Creepy. Weepy. And me. Me and my dragon pals. Me and my dragon pals.
Well, how was it? Pretty catchy, isn't it?
Sure.
We'll perform this act at the public square and make all kinds of money.
Yeah, what a fun little scene there. And I actually think my status with Ashton's pretty high. Yeah, we are very close to maxing out Ashton's friendship level. And with that, those are all the private actions we can view at the moment. So it is finally time to head on back to Liquor City and make our way south to Linga. In Linga, you're going to have another character you can recruit. We actually could have recruited this character before the events here in Liquor City, but I held off on it for a specific reason. So now we'll go ahead and head over to Linga and see how to recruit them. Starting here, we're just going to kind of follow this path all the way down. You can fight these enemies if you want to. At this point, you are strong enough to fight them, and if you want to grind experience, this actually might be a good time to do so. We do have a dungeon coming up soon that you could probably grind easier. I actually prefer to grind in dungeons because there are set spawns, versus out here, if you wanted to, you could go into your specialty. I don't remember, was it survival? No, which one was it? Familiar, scouting. Yeah, you can do the scouting, look for enemies out here on the world map and get into a lot more fights. I don't necessarily think it's completely necessary to do so. That's why I just prefer to fight in dungeons, especially if you get a save point or a heal point that is very close to an elite enemy spawn. That'll just give you the most experience. Even better if you can get one of the ones where like 2 or 3 enemies will spawn next to each other every time. It'll give you a ton of experience very fast. We're going to go ahead and keep traveling. You can go through either split. It kind of meets up right over here. You can see there's a dungeon south of us, but we actually don't have a reason to go there right now. Instead, we're going to go ahead and turn east, cross this bridge. Ooh, got into a fight along the way. We're able to see Ashton, or not Ashton, Welch get in there and do some stuff. Ideally, Ashton is a 3rd melee character. I mean, she is a melee character, but ideally she's able to help keep Rena safe, especially because she spawns over by Rena. So she'll be targeting the enemy up front. Now, one downside with Ashton is, or not Ashton, one downside of Welch, Ashton kind of too, but Welch is a glass cannon character, so she's not going to have a ton of a defense or evasion, but she does hit pretty hard, especially if you build her right towards the late game. Go ahead and grab 5 goddess statues. We'll go ahead and get in this combo fight real quick, just to get them to despawn. And go ahead and chase these down. Now, you'll notice on the bottom left of my screen, you'll see that Celine now has a direction associated with her. That is because she is not in my active part. Okay, she's not dead. She's just turned into the, you can actually swap over to her and just start spamming A. She just got turned into the stone, so hop over to her, spam all your buttons until she, well, doesn't matter. They'll get experience. They're not dead, I think. No, they don't get experience. Wow. I guess it counts as a death, but you can break out of it. It's like cross for Rena. But because Celine's not in our primary party, she will be able to be summoned to help with the fight, which is honestly just a better spot for Celine anyways. Right there is a meteorite, and then right over here, we can go ahead and investigate this to find a unique spot. This is the gift from the sky. A certain inventor's favorite meteor landing spot. Some meteorites contain precious metals, and the advanced tech debris provide ideas for new inventions. And we get 1,000 experience and a meteor ring +1. You guys might remember how broken those meteor rings are, so I'm thinking about throwing it on my guy here. Let's go ahead. Where's that meteor ring at? It's going to be wherever Ashton's is. Right here. A +1 hit. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Go ahead and give that to you. And then I'm going to try to... I don't really care to fight these guys right now. I hate that, like, stone effect we get. But we can grab this chest right here for a star necklace. So, with that done, but before we move into our next town, we can go ahead and just run on over there. We're going to be trying to get one of the strongest weapons in the game. We do need to be able to save our game. Can we save out? Yeah, we can save on the world map. Yeah, just want to make sure. I've done it before. But we can, at this point, get the strongest weapon for Claude. Now, I probably won't get the strongest weapon, but I will get the stepping stone to get there, because I don't think we have enough SP saved up for it. So we'll go ahead and just make our way over here to Linga. And before we enter, go ahead and drop a save. Go ahead and get a backup save right here. And the first thing we're going to want to do is hop over to probably... It's probably just going to be improve. And we're going to go over to probably Celine. She might be the best for this one. And we are going to look for the ESP skill. So this should be right here. What's going to happen is you have a chance to receive something when you level it up. So for instance, if I click this, I get a spectacle. If I click it again, I get an orichalcum. What we're looking for here is a mithril. So we're going to go ahead and wow. There's our 1 mithril. At this point, you can save your game. You do need 2 mithril to finish this. but for the time being, I'm only going to be doing 1. Then you want to go to improve on Claude, and you want to get Claude's customization up to level 9. Right now, we want to get it up to level 7, but eventually we will want to get it up to level 9. So let's go ahead and start with the cheap ones. Okay, that's fine. If I have any other cheap ones I can grab, I can go ahead and do this a couple times. Up to level 4. I can do this one a few times. To level 6. Up to level 7. If I have any other... I think those are the only customization skills, unfortunately. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one again. Level 8. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. That's fine. When you hit level 9, you will be able to max this out, but we're not going for it right now. Anyways, instead, what we're going to do now that we have him at level 8, go ahead and drop a backup save one more time. And you're going to go ahead, go into your IC specialty, customization, go over to Claude, a scumbag slayer. Why would you do a scumbag slayer into a scumbag slayer? Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, because it can be made into something else. That makes sense. You're going to hop down to the deadly edge. And if you go down to mithril, you can see it can only be made into one thing. Once you're around level 7, you'll have a 100% success rate with this. So let's go ahead and do it. Create 1.
We can handle this.
And we will make the item the Blade of Minos. It has dark element attack, decrease own HP by 10 when attacking. It is a little unfortunate, so you will want to probably go into a little bit more HP or healing with Claude. But if we go look at that versus the Veil Piercer, we will see we now get an additional 119 attack power, 80 hit, and 10 crit. This is all base game. I have not done anything. I have not save scummed. I got a little bit lucky getting the mithril, but you can also just do that again. Now, past this, we will want one more mithril. I'll go ahead and drop a save, and we can just see if we can get that mithril real quick. If we go to improve, actually, she was out, right? I couldn't keep doing ESP with her. Yeah, her ESP was too much. If we want to, I can at least show this off with every other character. ESP, we're just going to do this till we get a mithril again. You can find mithril later in the game, but no, nothing there. You actually might have to be a certain level in ESP to get what we're looking for. There's a moonstone that's actually really good as well. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it. But essentially, if you use mithril again on the same weapon, you will get the strongest weapon in the game for Claude. Insane. It's better than the Minos sword. Whatever this one was called, the Sword of Marvels. Better than that. Better than, I think, the Minos. Better than Blade of Minos, because it is an upgraded version of the Blade of Minos. It's really strong, and honestly, it's crazy that they allow you to get it so early. You do need to get a little bit lucky with ESP, but overall, it's easier to get than the Sword of Marvels, which is what's insane. Unfortunately, I will lose a little bit of HP as we do this. That's why we're going to go ahead and max our get a plus 20 max HP. You could keep trying to reroll and get better things, but I don't think it's necessary. With that, let's go ahead and head on into the town of Linga. We will come back. We're going to leave town and come back here in a second. We'll go ahead and enter it first.
This must be Linga.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it!
Ah! Look out! What is that thing?
Just stop for a second.
Whoa! Ah! Goodness, what was that?
What's a machine doing in a place like this?
Machine? What's that? What's wrong, Claude?
Man! Failed again! My dad's gonna laugh at me again. I just know it.
Hey, you there! Are you okay?
You aren't hurt or anything, are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is like totally normal. I break more things before 8 a.m. than most people break all day.
I don't think that's exactly how it goes, but anyway, I'm glad you're all right.
Oh, by the way, do you know where my Robbie went?
Your Robbie?
Yeah, you know, the guy that ran by just now.
Oh, you mean that remote control toy?
I think it went that way.
Dang! I better catch him before he goes too far.
Hey, wait a sec!
Thanks for checking up on me. See ya, folks.
The girl's like a tornado.
I don't know. I thought she was kind of cute.
Oh, really? That's what you like in a girl, huh, Ashton?
Well, I didn't mean anything like that, Rena.
And here we are in the town of Linga. Really quickly, if you want to get a strong piece of armor pretty early, go ahead, walk over here. I believe it's just inside this item shop. We can go ahead and head on inside. And from, I think it is just you, we do need to swap over to Rena. But I think it's just the shopkeeper. Yeah, we can grab the evening gown. Let's see if we can grab it early. No, unfortunately. Let me see if I can grab that real quick. It's a really good piece of armor for Rena at this stage in the game. There we go. It's crazy how many 25% I miss. And that's the evening gown. No, I don't want to equip it on you, Celine. I give it to Rena. It gives us a 100% int boost. Pretty good. No new defense compared to the Amber Robe, but that 100% int is going to be really good for her. And while we're in here, we can go ahead and talk to Nine here. And all the way... Oh, is it not Nine? I guess not. I guess it's a different item shop. Is there another one here in town? Is there a... Oh, it's over here on the left. It's this item shop. This item shop will sell a key item for us to pick up, so let's go ahead and just grab that real quick. And you, my friend, will sell... Is this a joke? Is it up here? It's not you. Is it upstairs? Do you have an item shop up here? I think I'm going insane. I think I'm going crazy. There's supposed to be a key item here. Well, it's not pickpocketing. It's not there. Did I just miss it in this item shop? I mean, it could have been... No, there's no way. It's called the magic camera. Huh? There's another item shop. There's a third item shop? Why are there 3 of them? Go ahead and run over here. And we'll go ahead and talk to you. And in here, there it is, a magic camera. This is used for replication. We want to go ahead and grab that. You can get an amber robe if you want. You also can get a handy stick for Welch and a reference book. Nobody currently can use a reference book. I believe books are used by Opera, the character we did not get because we got Ashton instead. And there's our key item acquired. With that done, we'll go ahead and head on out of here. We will cover the missions over there, but I might cover those at next episode, the guild missions. because I don't think we have enough time. I want to get through the main story and have it tell us where to go next. But you can do the guild missions. They were available back in Liqueur City, right at the after you complete the tournament. But go ahead and look at this unique spot. The Liqueur Academy, the only university on Expel. A wide array of subjects are taught under one roof, from linguistics to astronomy, with each department advancing their field. And we get a lot there, 500 XP, all about herbs, pocket encyclopedia, secrets of earth, and life in nature, 2 of each of them. And there's actually nothing else here. I don't think there's anything currently inside of the university itself. Welcome to hop in here if you want to. But I don't think there's any chests in here. If there are, we'll be coming back to get them later when it forces us in here. And there's not really anything worth stealing anymore in this town. So let's go ahead and just swap back over to play as Ashton. You could, honestly, play as Claude this entire game and just be an absolute monster. The only time you can't, no matter whose route you're on, are the couple times where Diaz is with you. But then you have Diaz with you. So you don't need Claude. We can go ahead. We'll just pick up the missions themselves next episode as well. We won't even pick them up yet. We'll start that off next episode. But whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and step inside this house.
And you would be?
Pardon me, sir. We've come here in search of a linguist.
You'd like to meet the professor? Do you have an appointment?
An appointment?
I'm sorry, people, but the professor is a very busy man. If you don't have an appointment, then I'm afraid he doesn't have the time to see you.
Could we make an appointment now, then? We really need to talk to him.
Well, I don't have any openings available until about a month from now.
A month?
Yes, a month. I'll see you then.
Oh, brother. Next month?
What a pain he was.
We can't wait that long, can we?
No. That's why we've got to figure out a way to get in contact with him.
Do you think the linguist would have any acquaintances elsewhere in town?
Like who, for example?
Well, like friends, or maybe people who work at the shops he visits.
We might as well hit up the town for some clues.
Sounds good to me.
So we need to go find somebody who can help us get in touch with the linguist. Let's go ahead and head back over to that item shop. If you remember when we first talked to her, she said something about her husband being out right now. I think we can go up this... I don't think it matters which floor we go to, actually.
Hello. You running a fever?
No, that's not the problem. We're here for... do you know the linguist who lives next to the campus store?
Oh, you mean Keith?
It's very important that we talk to that man. Do you know how we can meet him without an appointment?
Well, he's been swamped with requests to decipher old books and scrolls lately, that much I know. Unless it's something really important, I doubt there's any way to jump the line.
We need him to read an ancient text we found inside Cross Cave. Would that work?
From Cross Cave? Well, that's a whole different story then.
We can't wait a month for this. If you happen to know Keith at all, would you be able to arrange something?
You're telling me you found this scroll inside Cross Cave. You know that's hard to believe based on what I know about the cave, right?
We have the evidence right here, if that's what you're asking.
Evidence schmevidence. You could fabricate something like that easy. Not that I'm saying you're lying, mind you.
Just tell us how we can convince you.
If you're strong enough to traverse Cross Cave, then going through Linga's sacred grounds shouldn't be a problem for you.
Linga's sacred grounds?
Yep, a place revered by pharmacists for its bounty of medicinal plants. Located right next to town, you know? It still hasn't fully been explored, though. There are still all kinds of undiscovered herbs inside, no doubt.
So you want us to go in there?
Oh, this is no field trip. It may be a sacred ground, but deep inside exists a place known as the door to another world. It's a dangerous place, and it's lousy with monsters. If you aren't ready for it, you could pay with your life.
But you'll believe our story if we go and fetch some herbs for you?
Maybe. If the Cross Cave didn't kill you, then finding me an undiscovered herb would probably convince me.
An undiscovered herb? Are you serious?
Oh, that shouldn't make you break a sweat, Mr. I went to Cross Cave. Come on, off you go then.
Oh, Bowman. So, he sends us off to Cross Cave. However, before we head over there, there is one character you can recruit from this location right now. It actually was recruitable before you went to the tournament. I've mentioned it a few times, and in my first playthrough, I did recruit this character before I went to the tournament. We'll go ahead and swap over to a private action mode, and you'll notice that there's a private action all the way over here on the left side. So, let's go ahead and see what happens.
Is this the house where that quirky girl I heard about lives?
What's up, miss? You need something else?
Oh, well, I just couldn't help but notice some of the tools you're making.
Oh, really? Well, that's unusual. Normally, people either treat me like I'm messed up in the head or they just don't bother talking to me at all.
You're not like that at all. I think it's really impressive. Whenever someone isn't satisfied with things as they are and tries to make something new, that's really something to be admired.
Yeah. The problem is most people are afraid of exploring the unknown the way I do. Anything that's beyond their plane of knowledge, they try to pretend that it doesn't exist at all. Unless it physically comes up and kicks them in the rear, they don't even try to give it a moment's thought.
Oh, sort of like what happened to me when I saw Claude's Sword of Light, I suppose.
Anyway, the point being, you are pretty different from the rest, little lady. I was about to take a break and make some tea. You, interested in a cup or two? I'm not forcing you, of course.
Well, all right, I'd love to.
Come on in, then. As you've probably noticed, everyone in town treats us like a couple of kooks. Not that I've ever let that bother me, of course. But I have to admit I'm worried about how it's affecting my daughter.
Your daughter?
Yeah, Priestess. Like father, like daughter, you know? Just like me, she spends all the free time she gets building weird stuff. She doesn't really have any friends, so she's always tinkering away by herself. So, there's a bit of a favor I'd like to ask. Would you mind being friends with my daughter?
Me?
You're the only girl I've seen who hasn't made up her mind about Priestess before meeting her. Please. I think it'll really help her out.
This way, this way.
Thank you. Oh, Rena?
What are you doing here, Claude?
Oh, Dad, if you're gonna be bringing cute chicks to the house, at least give me some advance warning.
What are you talking about? You're the one bringing strange men in and out. You know, you could at least try to be a little more discreet about it.
Wow, so this thing caught your eye too, huh, Rena?
Yes, it did.
Well, you know what they say. Sooner or later, true genius always gets recognized for the genius it is.
Yeah, shame that usually doesn't happen until long after the creator's dead.
That was unnecessary, young lady.
So what was it that inspired you to make stuff like this?
Huh? Yeah, well, I know this will sound generic, but for me, it was purely just a flash of inspiration.
Oh, really?
I need to ask, though. I couldn't help but notice the clothes you're wearing. It's not something you can get just anywhere, is it?
Oh, you think? Oh, they sell clothes like these all over the place. Nothing special at all.
Claude?
Well, there are people still waiting for us, so we should be taking our leave.
You have to go? I'm sorry, I didn't have more here to offer.
Oh, not at all. The tea was lovely.
Listen, you know how my dad was talking about that flash of inspiration before? Well, that was a big fat lie.
A lie?
A while back, my dad picked up this weird hunk of iron that shone like the sun. It was really huge, too. He said something about it falling out of the sky.
Fell from the sky? Like the sorcery globe?
Yeah, probably. And,
What?
Listen, Rena, you're probably totally jealous of me right now, right? You don't have to hide it. It's not like I mind having a rival or anything.
Wait, it's not...
I'm telling you, it's okay. I mean, you do have a thing for Claude, don't you?
Oh, of course not. Don't be silly.
Oh, so no problem then.
There is a problem. A big one.
And what would that be, hmm?
Well, I mean...
So why? What's the big deal?
I just... Oh, the sorcery globe! We've got the sorcery globe to think about. Listen, Priestess. We're about to set off on a journey to investigate the sorcery globe, okay? I'm sorry, but we don't have the time to preoccupy ourselves with you.
Oh, hold it there, you two. So you guys are gonna go check out the sorcery globe?
Yeah, that's right.
Then let me go with you. Come on, take me along, please.
We can't let you join us just because you want to.
Come on, why can't I go too? We're friends, aren't we?
Whoa, since when were we friends?
We've always been friends as far as I'm concerned. Are you trying to deny it?
That's not what we're saying, no.
What's the problem then? I mean, the sorcery globe fell out of the sky too, didn't it? If I can find it and take it back home, I bet I can use it to make even better stuff than ever before. Besides, you're the only folks I know who'll treat me like a normal girl.
Priestess.
So, this is a big decision. This is one of two other characters, other than Ashton, that has a counterpart you cannot recruit if you recruit her. Priestess is considered one of the best characters in the game. In fact, she is considered the best optional character in the game, so that does not include Rena, Claude, or their exclusive counterparts. She is very, very good. She's very good physically. She has high defense, high strength. You can build her very, very strong. However, if you grab her, you will miss out on another character we can get actually at the end of the Linga story. I got Priestess in my original game, but never really got to flesh her out. However, I already knew what characters I wanted to run in this playthrough, and unfortunately, even if I got Priestess to join the team, she would not be on my final 4 team of characters. So, for that reason, I'm actually going to say no, this isn't about fun in games. However, if you do want, no matter if you're playing Claude or Rena, one of the best characters in the game who can fit on any team, go ahead and pick her up instead.
I know that.
It's just not going to work. We're risking our lives on the road every day we're out there. This isn't a field trip by any stretch of the imagination.
He's right. Besides, won't your father be worried if you go out on a journey all by yourself?
Oh, you big bullies. What are you doing on the road then, Rena? Oh, just forget it. Whatever.
That wasn't pretty.
I'm sorry, Priestess. She's good. She's really good. I just want to use her counterpart instead. And so, with that, guys, we have our next destination lined up. We need to go south of Linga. There is still some things here in Linga we can do, but we're going to go ahead and hold off for doing that until the next episode. I will see you guys then.